Drill music has been going crazy overseas lately. From the UK to New York, drill has cemented itself in music. Now, I've never really made drill before, but I can remember the earliest days of the genre's birth when it came out in the 2010s. Listen, I can't even describe to you the feeling of being in a house party in the most dangerous parts of Chicago and then hearing Chief Keef's Don't Like for the first time as a premiere. Bro, when I tell you that shit was so crazy, people was getting danced on, there was a fight at the end of the night, some girl was dancing on somebody so hard, they caved the wall in. This shit was crazy. Since then, drill's went through so many different variation and genre blends. In today's video, I'm gonna be breaking down a UK drill beat that I made. I was supposed to be filming this video, but I finally got some time today. I'm gonna break some gems along the way, so if you with that, just keep watching. I thought the sample was cool. I like the grittiness of the sample. I just pretty much pitched it up one note and I built around the sample. And that's a gem too. If you're feeling creatively blocked, just find like a splice sample or any previous sample that you used before and build around it, and then delete the sample later if you don't like it. But in this case, I didn't delete it because I just used it as a main part and then I added additional parts. For the sound, I use a contact bank called Trifecta by Software Audio. If you don't know, Software Audio was founded by my best friend Jacob. He's not really my best friend, but he's a really cool dude. And essentially, it's a bank that splits bass, keys, and leads into different octaves, so that way you get multiple sounds, but it's all analog based. If you know about anything about my best friend Jacob, you know he's very heavy into analog, and a lot of his sounds got that analog texture that have been ran through like guitar pedals. So I definitely recommend checking out this plugin, this contact bank, as well as like the Scorch plugin as well, and the Octave plugin. Those are amazing. Not a sponsor, I just fuck with the plugin and the person, and it's really good sounds. The last thing I added was his bass. Pretty standard Reese bass. Now I'm gonna put you on some texture sauce with this one. One of the things I added was this little background in the back. Just some like Memphis type of shit. And then I just had that in the background, just to add a little bit of texture, but it's barely noticeable. It's tucked in the back, so when the melody's playing, it just kind of gives it more motion to it. I only added it in the intro, the pre-chorus, and then the outro over here. I wanted it to be subtle. That ain't the sauce. What I'm about to show you is the sauce, and it has to do with accents and phrases. So one of the ways that I've been incorporating accents and phrases is using Splice, and I've been using this program called Splice Bridge, and it's a VST that you put in your instrument track, and that's it. There's no sound out of it. There's nothing, but what it does is it automatically syncs your project file to the desktop app, so I can go through a whole bunch of sounds that fit the key of the beat that I'm in, and it'll automatically time stretch and pitch it to the beat. In this case, the beat is D sharp minor, and let me find something that works. Let's try this one right here. Probably not the best example, but you get the gist of it though. You can find a lot of accents and textures and just chop them up and fit them to the beat. Just get creative with it. That's all I can say. I promise you, it's a gem. It's definitely useful for accents, phrases, and percussion and texture and shit like that. If you want, I could do a dedicated video on that, but build a melody and then find accents and phrases and textures and enhance that melody from scratch. Now, it's the best part everybody been waiting on, the drums. So let's start with the main meat and potatoes of this, the percussion and the snares. For the hi-hats, I knew I didn't want to get too crazy because there's a way to overdo it and there's a way to underdo it. So I went to my diplomatic immunity kit and I went to my MIDI convenience folder, and then I dropped in the starter drill MIDI. But this is a standard hi-hat pattern. And then compared it to what I made it to be. I just want something that like you can just listen to over and over and over again. The kit comes from my Diplomatic Immunity Volume 1 drum kit that I'm dropping September 13th. Man, I got a lot of videos, a lot of crazy videos for this, so I can't wait. All I can say is stay tuned, stay tuned. One thing I noticed about drill beats is there's a lot of bells and whistles that enhance even the most simplest pattern. And the 808 is really the thing that changes the most, especially like with all them glides and shit. So if you can see, like, there's actually more 808 patterns than any other pattern because I pretty much was just going by feel. And I was just imagining like this part would sound crazy if this happened. There's pretty much like every 4 bars I'm like switching something up. I was doing that by feel and it sounded good to me. So that's the best compass you can have, right? If I click the 808 sound, you're gonna see so many different patterns with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 different patterns. But I didn't use all 10. I used like a good, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5. To make the drums even sound better, I got these effects and transitions here. The structure is not that crazy. Hook, verse, pre-chorus breakdown, hook again. Same process over and over. Man, I love UK culture. I love their shows too, like The Misfits, Doctor Who, Top Boy. I fuck with everything that boy Clint is doing with Cortez, all that type of stuff. I can't wait till my passport get in because that's the first place I'm going because I just need to be out there. I need to feel that energy out there. I thought this beat would sound crazy with Central C, and if I could get it to him, I'd definitely send him this beat. But for now, I'm gonna play the outro of this beat with some Central C vocals so that way you can get the inspiration and feel from it too. With that being said, Diplomatic Immunity Volume 1, the Stash drum kit is dropping September 13th, and I got a lot of videos on the way, and I have a FL Studio giveaway. I'm giving away 3 copies, so I'm super excited to announce that. I can't wait to share that with you guys. So if you guys want to join, just stay tapped in, subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time.
Got straight back to it. Done a graveyard shift last night, woke up today and got straight back to it. Took me an L, no problem, I got on my grind, got straight back to it. Had to handle a call in the middle of G and I put down my phone, got straight back to it. They free my bro, got straight back to it. Bro, fresh home, got straight back to it. I thought this shit was hip hop, not gonna lie, I'm a bit disappointed. Certain man wanna move like divas, what can I say, it's for entertainment. I fucked shorty and I left her high and dry as deep, she thought I was staying. Fuck, I just lived up to the stereotype that we're all the same. Shame, she wanna get slapped in the face. I'm afraid it's a bit too kinky and I'm not trying to catch me a case. Say what I want, you don't have to relate. Unlike most of these artists that's lying, I'm actually paid. I don't want aftermarket diamonds, man, I want factory made. OGs need to get back to reality, I don't wanna hear about back in the day. Go on the net, all I hear is Sench, I don't wanna hear them chatting my name. All of these guys try to cut the campaign, I feel like Usher trapped in the rain. Been through a lot, I can handle the fame, I waste no time, get straight back to it.
You need to remember, brother, first they love you, then they love you again.
My waste no time, get straight back to it.